Ladies and gentlemen, so I found this video by XCV. He's a YouTuber who's been actually blowing up lately, doing a lot of funny stuff. He got a video called Why the Super Bowl Chose Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne. There's been people who've been sending this to me. And I think this here, last video I did, I said I'd tell you my issues with Birdman and Nicki Minaj. I think I might say it here. With what they said about it, I think I might say it.
Kendrick Lamar is performing in the next Super Bowl, but some people aren't very happy about it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, because of the whole Drake situation. But not quite. It's because of this guy, Lil Wayne. See, Lil Wayne...
It's because of the Drake situation. The people who are acting. There are people who I think might be saying this because of Wayne, but the fact that the Super Bowl's been in New Orleans as many times as it's been and nobody said anything till now, what's the difference? It's Drake, bro. This is clearly like a very manufactured hate train that, because in real life, I do not see this conversation.
Guy, Lil Wayne. See, Lil Wayne had a problem. The next Super Bowl is going to be in Lil Wayne's hometown of New Orleans. He's been very vocal about how he wants to perform there. Now, some of you may not know this, but Lil Wayne was the biggest rapper in the world for many years. So it was surely a possibility. So the people in New Orleans said, yeah. The Super Bowl said, yeah. Just kidding. We chose Kendrick. Wayne fans said, huh? Super Bowl said, huh? I don't know. Ask Jay-Z. Ah, yes, that Jay-Z. The only Jay-Z. Because he is the one who chooses directly who is performing in the Super Bowl. And this happened because after the Colin Kaepernick thing, the NFL asked Rihanna to perform. She said,
this boy breaking it down, ain't he?
To perform. The NFL chooses Maroon 5. It was a disaster. Jay-Z steps in and the halftime show is good again. So Jay-Z's response to Lil Wayne not performing was nothing, because he don't respond. So people came up with their own conclusions. Nicki Minaj's was Jay-Z has a problem with Birdman, Drake, and Nicki Minaj. Now I need you to listen, because here's where it starts to connect. First of all, notice she did not say hatred for Lil Wayne. That's important because Birdman, Drake...
And also, Nicki is definitely trying to make this like her moment. That's another reason. She's definitely trying to make this a little bit about her. Listen. Nicki Minaj, to me, is a great rapper. I would put her, when it comes to females, as one of the tops, right? Well, when it comes to like successful stuff, there's people who rap way better than her, like Doechii, Rhapsody. Anyway, my problem with Nicki Minaj is I feel like Nicki Minaj has done stuff that no other entertainer could get away with. And the reason why I feel like she feels like she can do this stuff and come out here and say this asinine things is because people are like afraid to check her. Let's just keep it real. If Drake married somebody who has R-word cases, and I'm pretty sure they're young R. Kelly type R-word cases, do you think that niggas would let Drake cook? Nicki Minaj dissing Meg Thee Stallion's dead mom, which I always say, hey, all fair and love in basketball. But I always have seen people get super extra mad at certain people. Oh, you're crossing the line there. Oh, nothing. The cloning and erasing of, the attempt of cloning and erasing Lil Kim. Like I said, like I've reacted to Nicki's music. I like that Monsterverse is legendary. But like Nicki Minaj has done some horrible things and kind of gets away with it, and I feel like until she addresses or speaks to it or is held to the fire for some of that, she got to be quiet about some other people, bro. It's really crazy.
First of all, notice she did not say hatred for Lil Wayne. That's important because Birdman, Drake, and Nicki Minaj all have their separate problems with Jay-Z.
It's about them. It's not about Wayne.
They were all part of the same label at one point and were like a family. But the family broke down a little bit, and Jay-Z is a big part of that story. This guy named Birdman signs Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne signs Drake and Nicki Minaj. Come to find out, Birdman doesn't pay anybody. That's why Drake and Pusha T got into it.
Birdman not paying. He's talking about Pusha T, Clips, Pharrell. This whole Cold War, this whole rap battle thing was really started from Birdman, Clips, and Pharrell. By the way, hip-hop is a sport, man. Link in the pinned comment. Go get you the t-shirt, bro. What a year to be a hip-hop fan, man.
That's why Drake and Pusha T got into it. Birdman didn't pay Pharrell for a beat. Pusha T is his...
Birdman also doesn't pay Young Money niggas. Birdman didn't pay Wayne. Remember Free Weezy? That's a nut. We don't talk about Birdman.
Friend says, screw you, Birdman. Lil Wayne says, don't talk about Birdman like that. Pusha T says, screw you, Wayne. Drake says, screw who? Again, like a family. Now, remember when I told you Lil Wayne was one of the biggest rappers in the world? Jay-Z wanted to sign him, but Jay-Z knew how close Lil Wayne and Birdman was, so he says, hey, Birdman, I'm gonna ask Lil Wayne. Birdman gets pissed, saying, why would you even try that? Jay-Z says,
I hope he's not leaving out. There's some facts that Jay-Z also paid for Lil Wayne's debts. Wayne wanted to sign to Rock Nation. There's clips of him online being like, I'm going to rock and whatever. Jay-Z's always been, and the time that Jay was trying to help him was when Birdman was basically holding Wayne's music for hostage, and holding Wayne for hostage during the whole Free Weezy movement. So Jay-Z was attempting to free Wayne, help Wayne with that.
damn, why would you even try that? Jay-Z says, hey, Lil Wayne, you want to sign to my label? Lil Wayne says, I'm going to stay loyal and sign to Birdman. But I remember how I told you Birdman don't pay nobody? Birdman basically gives Lil Wayne nothing. And Birdman's excuse was, I took Lil Wayne and his mom out the trap.
And that's not quite what happened either, where he said, where Lil Wayne said, no, I'm going to stay loyal. It's like, no, Birdman wouldn't allow it to happen and block the move. Like, do the research. Wayne wanted to sign to Rock Nation during that time. Birdman blocked the move, and I think he called it torturous interference or whatever like that. That wasn't Wayne, bro.
I took Lil Wayne and his mom out the trap. So Birdman steals $100 million from Lil Wayne. The money Lil Wayne was supposed to use to start his own label. So with no money, Lil Wayne gave you Nicki Minaj, Drake, and Tyga, some of the biggest rappers to date. And the sad part is you can argue they got so big because of what happens next. Lil Wayne finds out all that money is being stolen from him. He says, screw you, Birdman. Birdman says, screw you. You can't release music. So the #1 rapper in the world, Lil Wayne, was not able to release music. Drake becomes the #1 rapper, but it's...
I'm loving how he's breaking this down, too, to the people who don't know why some people would be offended with Birdman saying this. And I hope he doesn't leave out the part where Thug's manager tried to kill Lil Wayne, and Birdman continued to work with Thug after that. I'm pretty sure Thug's manager is sitting in jail right now because of that. Some people said Birdman sent that. I don't know that for sure, but I don't need to know that for sure. Hey, if someone tried to take me out and you rock with gang, not only did he try to take me out, you're clearly trying to erase me. You're trying to replace me. The Barter series, you're naked on the cover. Wayne even was mad at that openly. And you try to Swiss cheese my bus? Oh, if I catch you kicking it with that nigga, understand, if you in the whip with him, fun. Yeah, facts.
Becomes the #1 rapper, but it's way more complicated than that. Regardless, Jay-Z pops in and says, you need some help, Lil Wayne?
Okay, so
Lil Wayne teams up with Jay-Z. They sue Birdman. Lil Wayne gets like $50 million.
So I was wondering if he was going to get to that. Okay.
People believe that Jay-Z helps artists out with their label problems so he can sign them to management deals. Jay-Z's done this for Lil Uzi Vert. He's done this for Megan Thee Stallion. And boom, here's where it all connects. Remember, Jay-Z has helped out Lil Wayne. Birdman gets pissed. He's helped out Megan Thee Stallion. Nicki Minaj gets pissed because she believes that Megan Thee Stallion was trying to take her spot in rap. And
even though that's literally what she did to Lil Kim. Like, you gotta respect the jokes, man. Like, it's crazy because both Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim are very important to female hip hop, but to try to act like Lil Kim wasn't telling us all, like, this is what they were doing and nobody listened back. Shut your old ass up, man. Who's the new one? That's what we did to Lil Kim, basically. Like, she was saying this exact same thing when Nicki literally redid the little... Come on, bro. This is not about Wayne. When it comes to Nicki, this is about y'all, man. It is.
Jay-Z's team was trying to help her do that. But the truth is, all of this is much bigger than that.
Matter of fact, hold on. Another reason why you know this is just about them is because Lil Weezy has Wayne. I'm an actual very diehard Wayne fan. Wayne has announced that there's potentially about to be a Hot Boys reunion at the is it Louisiana Fest? And I could be dead wrong about this. But has Nicki Minaj tweeted about that? Has Nicki Minaj tweeted about, yo, go to Weezy Fest? I could be dead wrong. I don't check her Twitter. But if she hasn't, if she has, she tweeted to this volume? Okay.
Much bigger than that. It's about business. And that's why Drake got pissed. Because after Jay-Z helps out these artists, he doesn't ask them to sign to his label. He just asks for a favor. And his request to Lil Wayne was to release his next album on something called Tidal, which was a streaming platform that Jay-Z owned. Lil Wayne says, of course, I got you. Jay-Z,
by the way, one of the highest streaming when it comes to paying artists. Just had to throw that out though.
He then asked Drake. Drake says no, and signs with Apple Music for $40 million.
Oh, so you riding with
Jay-Z off.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj and Birdman, by the way, are saying this is Jay-Z's way of taking revenge. But regardless, people sign up to Tidal because of Jay-Z's connection with rappers. He sells Tidal, and Jay-Z gets millions. Now, when I say he asked for a favor, that don't mean he just asked for a favor. It's more like he discovered Rihanna, they're tight. He says, hey, can you perform at the Super Bowl? Rihanna's never gonna say no. I also want you to understand that he could truly be helping out artists from the kindness of his heart and just ask for favors when he really needs a
it's not even up to us to decide what is done out the kindness of niggas' hearts in this business. That's another thing that I don't understand why we do that. We only do that for entertainment. Like, if this was Coca-Cola and Pepsi, you niggas wouldn't be saying nothing, right? If this was goddamn, competing PlayStation and Sony, y'all wouldn't be saying nothing. I said PlayStation or Sony. PlayStation and Xbox, y'all wouldn't be saying nothing. This is only happens because I don't know. That's how business works, nigga. Like, what the... And if you don't have a personal monetary investment in this shit, just... bro. Like, he don't need to be doing it at the kindness of his heart.
And just ask for favors when
nothing
he really
is
needs
done
a favor.
At the kindness of his heart.
As you can tell, he has a business mind.
Birdman wouldn't even pay niggas out the kindness of his heart.
Finally brings us to Kendrick Lamar. As you can imagine, all that stuff I just mentioned puts Lil Wayne in a weird spot, right?
It does.
He was a legend that suddenly had to stop releasing music, so he's still relevant in many spaces, but maybe not all the spaces. You want to know who's relevant in all the spaces, though? Kendrick Lamar. Coming off one of the biggest years in rap history with a few singles means everyone will watch the show. But that's not even the reason. He was always...
But that's why I always said too, like, I've actually had this, since this has happened, I've had this conversation with people at the gym. I've had this conversation with homies that don't be on the internet and homies that do be on the internet. I promise you, the only people who even aware that there was like a huge backlash are the homies that were on the internet. Most people are like, oh, we're going to hear Not Like Us at the Super Bowl? But like literally, this is so manufactured. It's only on the internet.
Always going to be able to do this because the man is a performer whose last tour broke the record for most ticket sales in rap history. And since he's already...
I did run that. Say that again, because I didn't even know that.
Performer whose last tour broke the record for most ticket sales in rap history. And since he's...
I didn't even know that. We've already said that there's only been like 2 artists in the history of the Super Bowl who ever performed in their hometown. Nobody has ever actually, and actually it's like 2.5. Well, yeah, 2 because Kendrick. And nobody's ever complained about this before now. And now that you see it, this is so manufactured, bro. This is clearly manufactured.
In rap history. Since he's already shown he can do the Super Bowl, since he's playing on all the radios, since it's on Black History Month.
Don't forget.
Easy for Jay-Z.
I love Wayne. Wayne, one of my favorite rappers. Like I said, bro. Wayne is the GOAT, Gorilla Monsoon. I could rap. That other than Jay-Z, the most verses I probably have memorized are Eminem and Wayne. But I'm going to tell you right now, gang. I'm going to tell you right now. Wayne has said some dumb stuff about racism, about being black, a lot of dumb shit where it's like, yeah, in Black History Month, we might not want the person who said that racism isn't real to be the person. But like I said, I'm not, that's so, some people are saying, I'm not saying that. I don't care. Wayne can go up there and do that. Because Wayne has songs Wayne contradicts himself in his interviews and in his music. In his music, he'd be like very pro-black, very understand police. Listen to America. God Bless America. Listen, but when interviews, he uses
the
like
decision was probably easy for Jay-Z to make, but that does not mean Lil Wayne can't perform at another Super Bowl. It just has to make sense. Lil Wayne's words were, "I hope I do enough this year to perform," because he understands what it takes for a rapper to perform. Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, Mary J, 50 Cent, all need to be together so people. Y'all not buying Lil Wayne tickets. Y'all not streaming his songs. So maybe next time, because Lil Wayne is definitely a legend, and he for sure got the hits.
I love the way he broke this down. That's just facts, bro. It really, honestly, besides the fake hate, when you're weighing out picking someone to perform at the Super Bowl, it makes no sense to choose. The only reason it makes sense to choose Wayne over Kendrick is because of hometown. But when you and if that was the case, I'd be like, that makes sense. But when you realize that's never been a criteria for the Super Bowl, then it also doesn't. That being said, I would love to see this nigga come out, do Mona Lisa, have a little 2-song set, because I'm a millionaire. I'm trying to rap with him at the Super Bowl, huh?